Hello! So I've had a pretty big life change recently, and if there is one thing I'm going to do, it is customize any space that I'm in, no matter how long I'm staying there. So I wanted to share with you some of the ways that I've added personalization to this space of mine, and it's all renter friendly, so you can change it out and change the positions and colors of things in accordance to your personal liking. And I think that's the really great thing about it, because you don't have to commit to anything if you don't want to. I will be linking and sharing all the different patterns and things that I use, so it's all in the description. It's also going to be in the visuals of the videos, so you can go ahead and support the creators where I got my ideas from. And while I was in the process of customizing my space, I had the really lovely people over at High Crochet reach out to me, so I wanted to share with you what they sent me, because it is the cutest and funniest little thing ever, and it adds so much to the space because it's just like a little party trick that you can pull out whenever you want to, and I guarantee you it will have people laughing. So I wanted to introduce you to these. Look at them! Aren't they the cutest? And this is not even all, because other than looking absolutely adorable on your bed as little plushies, this little guy over here has a fun little party trick. So if you saw that little clip, it is so funny, and I always bring it out whenever people come over. I'm like, hold on, I have something to show you, and I let her go. They literally equip you with absolutely everything in the kit to make both of these, and they have so many different options. I just chose the crab and the frog because they called to me, but they make such good little gifts as well. If you have someone who's a beginner at crochet, or even an advanced crocheter, I guarantee you they will have so much fun making this, and it will be something that they can laugh at whenever they interact with it later on. So I do have an affiliate link, and it will also give you a 10% discount on these. So if you would like to give it to yourself or someone that you love, I assure you it will be a good time. So, you know, a plushie-less bed is not the vibe, which is hence the huge crochet craft that I had to add. But speaking of bed decor, one mandatory thing, especially as it gets colder, is a throw. I need a throw on my bed at all times. It adds texture, it adds color, it adds fun little whimsy. I need to have multiple different versions in accordance with my mood for the week. So I have this lovely throw that I made. It is a knit pattern, but there is definitely crochet versions of throws that you can make as well. I was just practicing my knitting, so I thought a throw was a pretty non-committal thing to make for my first knit project. But yeah, I'm also a huge lover of thrifting and jewelry. Don't know if you could tell, and I needed a way to store all of my things because they're just collecting dust because I can't find them, and they get all tangled up, and then I don't know where the other pair of my earrings are. So I remembered that I loved making tapestry. I really enjoy making different tapestry designs, so I used this specific cherry design that I found on Pinterest, and I basically added a border to it and wove a stick through the top, and I hung it on the wall. And the wall already had a screw in it, so I didn't actually add that screw in there, so that's not on me. There are other ways you can hang them, with like hooks with little stickies on the back, and so you don't actually have to drill into the wall, and it's not really a very heavy project, so it's not going to fall off, at least unless you hang some really heavy jewelry on it. You can use 2 hooks if you want to increase the strength. And I'm so happy with it because not only is it so cute, it's also so functional because it has made it so much easier to get ready and find all of the little things that I'm looking for. So paneling right down from that, following my jewelry pipeline, I needed something for the vanity because the top of the vanity was a little bit stained because this is not my furniture. So while it is super cute and it matches the room, I wanted something to put on top of it so that I can put my things on top of that. And so I decided to make a really big dolly pattern that I got from a vintage magazine that I got from the thrift store. I'm going to share the pattern from the magazine here. I don't know if you can still get the magazine online. If you can, I will link it below. But if you go to your local thrift store and if you dig a little bit, or if you go to different versions of the thrift store, I'm sure you can find at least one that has vintage magazines in it. And look for some crochet or knitting ones because they have some really cute patterns in them, at least in my experience. So I made a multicolored dolly pattern from that, and it fits perfectly, and it also breaks up the very uniform rectangular same colorness of the vanity. That's definitely not my vibe or aesthetic, so I like that it kind of breaks up some of that and adds some dimensionality to the space. Speaking of dollies and making them, I had a whole phase of making them last month because I just got obsessed with my vintage magazines, and so I made one for my bedside table, and it is so cute, and there are so many different options to choose from that I can't even decide what pattern to use for my other table. But I made this one, and it is such a quick pattern. You can make it in a singular day. It's perfect because now I have something to put my nightly reading on, and my phone, and a little flower vase or any other decor I want to put on my bedside table. In terms of wall decor, I am always craving putting something on the walls. I cannot stand bare walls. I just cannot. They make me so uncomfortable. So I've obviously put up some of my posters that I brought with me, but I have been dabbling in embroidery. So I also have been putting up some of my embroidery patterns without the hoop. I just take the hoop out and I leave the frayed edges, and then I just put them up because I don't know if you realize by now, but I don't really mind something being a little bit more messy, a little bit less perfect and uniform. I definitely think it adds a lot of character, and because I made it myself, I am not afraid of things looking like I made them myself. I think it adds so much uniqueness to everything. So I put up some of that. You can find secondhand brand new embroidery kits because I know some embroidery kits do go for a little bit more expensive, but you can find them at a secondhand store, and they are completely untouched, brand new kits, and they teach you everything that you need to know for a beginner embroiderer, and they give you everything that you need. So I think that's another great idea. But for crochet things, I saw a TikTok about spirals, wind spirals, and I know you're supposed to put them outside, but I was like, what if I put them inside? Crazy idea. So I made a couple and I put them on both of my doors, so the door that brings you into my room and also my closet door, and I think it adds so much to what would otherwise just be a blank corner, and so I really love them, and I would definitely want to make some for actually outside and use them how they're meant to be used, but I love using them indoors as well. I also wanted to add a crochet yarn hammock to hold all of my yarn. I still cannot figure out where I want to put it and how I'm going to put it up. It's just another idea. But so instead of making the hammock, I always just leave my closet door open, and so I've displayed all of my yarn and materials, because your materials don't have to be hidden away. I think you can definitely just display them in your space, and I think they look so pretty. I love the look of multicolored yarn just like in a corner gathered up. And it also just like sparks inspiration in me because I just see it all the time, and so I just suddenly get an idea like, oh my god, I forgot I had that, and I think I can make this with it that I saw the other day. So I love having my stuff just out. I don't like putting things in like drawers and things, and so you can either make a hammock or you can put a shelf up and organize it that way. I also don't have enough window space to properly display my next thing in my room, so I actually hung it downstairs. But you can also make another vintage magazine inspiration, but I made this really beautiful bird tapestry, and it is so gorgeous, and you can definitely make this in like a dark color and then put it on light colored furniture because that would look so beautiful, or you can make it dark colored and then put it on light colored furniture. So that is a whole nother way that you can make your different dollies. So instead of making like a flower pattern or something like that, you can just put a tapestry on your bedside table, and I think it would look just as cute. So that is all the things that I have for this video. If you want to make something that is super easy and literally holds your hand and guides you through everything, please do check out Hi Crochet. It supports my channel, and also you get a cute little guy with you. I actually really love the front because I'm like obsessed with really tiny cute things, and so like this is kind of perfect. Time goes on. All of these things are very easy to move around, to pack, so take them with me wherever I go, and I hope at least one thing inspired you and you want to make it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day.